A one, two, three, four. I love succulents and you do too. They're so beautiful, fun and new. The gift that keeps on giving on and on. So watch my videos, we'll all have fun.
Hi. This morning, if I could just vent to you guys because, like, you guys are the only ones who really would understand these struggles. This morning, when I got up and I went to the kitchen to get some coffee, I noticed that this part of my greenhouse, this right here was all the way up here, okay? So I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the wind. The wind like went up underneath it and then pushed it all the way up. I mean, it wasn't making any sense because it was morning, early in the morning, and I just got up. Can't really think straight yet. So I went outside in my rain boots and I go and look, and literally inside the greenhouse, this formed a bucket. Like, it was all the way inside, it was all the way bent, and it was full of water. We've been getting a lot of rain. The rain started last night for some reason, because there are down here, I have weights down there, but for some reason I took off the weights because I had to make room to walk over this way, because I really don't have much room there. So if I'm doing something over there, then I have to walk this path right here. So I moved everything and I forgot it. It's all my fault. I mean, there's nobody else to blame but me. However, I got out there and I went inside the greenhouse, and this literally, the roof is like this. It was bowed and it was full of water on both sides. And I was really shocked that this greenhouse is awesome. I mean, they give you all the straps and everything, but for some reason, it was one day it was so hot that I pushed on all sides of it. I pushed up all of the bottom parts and folded it up so that the air would flow through. This was before I figured out, that I needed a fan in there, but now that I have a fan in there, and then I forgot to put those straps back in. It's a strap that goes from here in the middle, inside where there's a bar. And I'm doing this from my kitchen because I really truly hate to go out there. I got so wet, and my whole jacket was soaked. But I'll tell you this, or I'm not finished yet. So this was bowed, so I was trying to push it out like this so the water would pour out this way. Well, there was so much water that I could not, I didn't have enough strength to push it out. I was able to push out this side on the other side there. However, this side had more water, and that's why the bottom was all the way up here. So I figured, what am I gonna do? So I took this red bucket right here and I started to empty the water out into the pool. And then once I got, I think I got 4 or 5 buckets out of there. That's a lot of water. So I go back out here inside and push it with all my strength, and I'm just about to cry at this point because it was leaking somewhere, and it was leaking into my plants, and one of my plants fell on the ground, and it was just so frustrating to me. I did not want to see that. We have to take the good with the bad, but sometimes the bad is like just really overwhelming. And so I go back in here and I push all the water out. Then I pulled bottom all the way down, and I put weights on the other side of it. I mean, I put a lot of weight there so that it would not start to pull back up here, because that's how it started. There was some slack, and then the water started to pool up there. and you know, I didn't have much time. I have an appointment, dental appointment, that, you know, I just know it's not gonna be good news. And one of the things that I have a problem with is, look at the bottom. See there where there's a crack? We had a lot of rain at one point with the earthquake not too long ago. This cracked and then it started to sink. I have to live with it, but there's a pool like that inside my greenhouse too. And I think that was the reason why when I showed you that one time where there was mold, because this whole flap was closed and the flap in the back was closed, and it probably got moldy in there. That's all I could think of. That's why this flap is open, is because of that, because I didn't want that to happen. And what I was gonna do was, see here, you can see a little bit there. I step over that. That holds the two sides together. Let's see, there's one more right there. That holds the two sides together. I was gonna cut that off, but thank God I did not, because otherwise this whole roof right here would have fallen right, you know, overnight on my plants. Thank God I didn't do that. That's my morning, guys. Life gave me lemons, but I don't know what lemonade would come out of that. I'm just really so frustrated and so disheartened about what happened, and it's totally my fault. I'm not blaming the rain. The rain is totally innocent in this situation. I just blame myself because I do things and I don't really do it right sometimes. But look how nice. Like I said, I don't want to go outside because it's just, I don't like to get wet and cold. But my plants are loving this downpour. I'm pretty sure we probably got about 4 inches so far, and it's not even over yet. There's my, right there is my Afterglow, and then next to it is these two right here. This is a Echeveria, another Echeveria next to it, the white one, and I'm hoping that white one would open up and just like thrive because it's so pretty against the green in the back there. That's my spiel today, guys. I'm hoping, but I am hoping that we don't get too much drastic rain. You know, I think it's gonna get spaced out, but I have to figure some way to, after a while, just cover these guys up so that they don't get too much water. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for being there for me to listen to me gripe. It's my fault.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together.
As we approach the bridge over here, you're gonna see, if you go look at really far away,
Meant to be.
you'll see like the valley, and everything is recovering right now. Straight ahead, those are the parts of the valley that did not get affected by the fire. However, over here on the left hand side,
Take a step back.
you can see how
like a bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here, I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together, it's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors.